Hi, it's Marisa from bumblebeeapothecary.com. Today I'd like to give you some ideas for what you can eat with sauerkraut. So sauerkraut is one of the most well-known fermented foods. There are, of course, canned versions that are not alive or probiotic, but in this video I'm going to talk about all the different things that you can eat with the live fermented version of sauerkraut. There have been some studies done that show that homemade fermented foods like sauerkraut contain far more beneficial bacteria than commercial probiotic supplements, and I think that's amazing. So while we're talking about different foods and things that you can eat with sauerkraut, it's really good to know that any temperature of food above about 115 degrees Fahrenheit will kill the beneficial bacteria in sauerkraut. And sometimes that's okay, sometimes you can cook with it, but it's just something to keep in mind so that you know when you're having the live probiotic bacteria and when you're maybe not, if the food is hotter. So our favorite ways to eat sauerkraut are just as a condiment, like a side with different food. We'll have it with breakfast oftentimes, with sausage and bacon. We'll even have it alongside eggs if we're not having sausage and bacon. We'll have it alongside whatever meat we're eating at dinner. Of course, it's very common to have it on like Polish sausage or hot dogs, so we definitely do that. We also like to have it on burgers. And by looking around for different ideas, I was able to come up with an entire list of different foods that you can eat with sauerkraut that gave me more ideas, and I wanted to share them with you. You can mix sauerkraut into tuna salad. It kind of takes the place of the relish part of that. It's really tasty. You can either mix it in or put it on top of deviled eggs. You can add it when you're making a grilled cheese sandwich, and of course we all know it's delicious on a Reuben sandwich. You can top a baked potato with it. If you like to make fish tacos, you know that cabbage usually goes in there, and you can try a fermented version. You can do sauerkraut in fish tacos. You can mix it into potato salad or egg salad. If you like to make avocado toast, you can have sauerkraut on that. If you're making coleslaw, you can add part of the cabbage portion as sauerkraut. You can add it to a breakfast burrito. You can add it to a lot of different kinds of sandwiches and wraps. You can add it to salad. Of course, if you're already doing the GAPS diet, you'll know that you can definitely add it along to soup. That's something that we do a lot. You can add it to dips and salad dressings. You can mix it into mashed potatoes. Like I mentioned before, you could eat it alongside a lot of different meat dishes, whether that's cuts of meat or casseroles, meatballs. It's really delicious alongside spare ribs. Probably the meat that it goes with the best is always pork, although you can do any meat, but it seems like sauerkraut and pork go together especially well. You can eat it alongside corned beef. If you make a cheese spread, you can mix some sauerkraut into that. Probably the craziest idea for using sauerkraut is in a chocolate cake. Now that's not something that I have tried yet, but I really want to, so when I do, I'll let you know what it's like. We also like to use the sauerkraut brine for various things. We like to use it in making meat stock or bone broth. If you have sauerkraut that you've already eaten and there's a lot of liquid left over, definitely don't throw it out. I like to pour that liquid right in when I'm making stock or broth, and it adds such a nice flavor and adds the salt portion to it. You can also use the liquid if you're making sauces or dressings. Another thing that we like to do with the liquid from sauerkraut is to take a shot of it for an extra probiotic boost. And if you feel like you're coming down with a cold or a flu, we really like to take a shot of sauerkraut, or even a glass if we're feeling brave, and it'll stop a cold or flu in its tracks. You can also use the brine to kickstart other ferments too. If you're making another type of fermented vegetable, you can add some of the brine from sauerkraut that you already have and help that get going even faster. Another common question that people have when it comes to sauerkraut is how much should you eat a day? Now really, there's not a limit. I mean, it's good for you. It's tasty, it's just a food, so you can't really do too much. Now, there is a situation where you might want to be a little bit careful, and that is if you are new to probiotic foods. Then you'll definitely want to start with a smaller amount and work up gradually. But once your body is happy with the amount that you want to eat, then great, you don't really have to limit it. I have a video where I show you how to make sauerkraut in a jar. I also have a video that I show you how to make sauerkraut in a 5-gallon crock, so I'll have those linked below if you'd like to see them. Go ahead and leave me a comment below and let me know what is your favorite thing to eat with sauerkraut. Check out the description box also for some free ebooks and some other free goodies. Okay, I hope that you found that really interesting and gave you some more ideas for what you can eat with sauerkraut or what you can add it to. If you did like this video, give it a thumbs up, share share it with somebody else who you think might want some more ideas for what they can eat with sauerkraut. Here on my channel, I show you how to make nourishing recipes for nutrient-dense food, natural remedies, and DIY skincare and home products. So if those are something that you're interested in and you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I get out 2 videos every week. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.